An underdog who rose from the shadows and stepped up into the light. Raw Official is the winner of PMNC Nepal Finals. While they have been knocking on the doors of success for a long time, they had a reputation of performing well in the league stages but not being able to replicate the same success in the finals. This time, they overcame all odds and bagged the trophy. This is the story of Raw Official.
One final player, Aussie will not anymore as Raw.
That's a strike in, but he gets instantly shut down. Taken down with the Reaper. He's trying his best to fight back, but instead, no, he gets shut down.
Raw Official were a pretty consistent performer in the finals. They had to go up against the likes of DRS Gaming and Jan Mara. Both were teams who had proven their mettle several times over. Jan Mara in particular created a lot of problems for Raw Official during the finals, and both the team developed a rivalry of sorts. On the first day of the finals, Raw Official realized exactly what they're up against. While the first game was decent, Jan Mara won the chicken dinner in the second game. In response to this victory, Raw Official also showed us that they were not the ones to back down by winning the third game. This win got them ahead of Jan Mara momentarily, but their rivals made sure that they ended the day on top.
Goes down as the shot was out there. One final player remaining. One final player, Aussie will not anymore as Raw Official with the raw firepower.
The remaining games of the day turned into a race of sorts, with both the teams trying to outscore each other to get the lead. At the end of the first day, Jan Mara was on the top of the overall leaderboard with 83 points, while Raw trailed behind in second place with 69 points. Raw had more kills, but Jan Mara's placement points kept them ahead of our heroes. While the first day only consisted of them racing against each other for the lead, they got down to brawl on day 2. They were cruising for a bruising and they faced each other head on in Miramar. These two were the last two teams alive, fighting for the dub. Once again, Raw beat them to grab the chicken dinner.
On the other hand, nades being lobbed in from both sides. That's a great smoke to block any vision off. And again, snipe YT getting caught off guard. You try to take those risky peek, but they're just so active. On the other hand, Raw is just being so active. They're moving around here and there. The presence is being shown throughout the entire circle. Oh no, Samir decides to strike in, but he gets instantly shut down. Raw being consistent as always, getting themselves a chicken dinner.
Riding hot and heavy on the momentum, Raw Official started to string together dinners, winning 2 games, setting Sandhawk ablaze.
In this situation, PWP doesn't really have any other choice left. Rather than push the compound, that's what they're going to be doing. One last man alive from 5-7, taking down. Look at Reaper. He's trying his best to fight back, but instead, no, he gets shut down, and that's going to be it.
With these back-to-back chicken dinners, Raw Official overtook their rivals Jan Mara on the overall leaderboard. This didn't sit well with Jan Mara. They punished Raw in the next game on Erangel. The rivalry was heating up. Elementrix, Jan Mara and Raw were engaged in a 2 vs 2 vs 2 snake battle. After Elementrix was dealt with, Jan Mara cornered Susan from Raw and won the chicken dinner. But even after this win, Jan Mara weren't able to close the gap a lot. Finally, in Miramar, Raw Official took a decisive lead. Susan was enraged with the way Jan Mara killed him in the last game, so to blow off some steam, he started to blow off everyone's heads. He single-handedly got 7 kills. His team finished second with 13 kills in total, which means Susan alone got more than half the kills of his team. With this, they took a decisive lead over Jan Mara. Raw ended the second day of the finals 10 points ahead of Jan Mara. This rollercoaster of a journey continued on day 3. Raw did everything they could to stay ahead of their opposition. Halfway through the day, Raw Official became the first team to cross the 200-point mark. But in the next game, Jan Mara won a chicken dinner and finally overtook Raw Official, becoming the second team to cross the 200-point mark. Jan Mara's lead was only temporary as Raw managed to retake the lead by the end of the day, even though it was only by just 2 points. When the final day rolled around, Raw had a bad start, which Jan Mara capitalized on. But despite their best efforts to maintain that lead, both the teams were tied at 239 points at the end of match 20. This point chase seemed to be never-ending and Jan Mara was frustrated. They wanted a more permanent solution to this, so they made some drastic moves. Match 22, Jan Mara dropped right alongside Raw and went to Kameshki in a bid to kill them off as soon as they landed. But this decision ended up backfiring.
Let's see. It's going to be Jan Mara though on the receiving end of things, as they wanted to contest Raw Official in the early stages, and now they
This robbed them of their chance to finish off Raw once and for all. With their backs against the wall, Janmara decided to gamble everything and once again decided to hot drop with Raw Official and Sandhawk. As both the teams landed at Camp Charlie, Raw Official understood what was going on and decided to disengage the moment they lost a player and ran away, leaving Janmara in an unfamiliar territory.
And then Shah, he has that up, and we all know the damage is ridiculous. But Sonia said, look at that, it is going to be a crushing fight. But Sada goes down by the hands of Shah, and Janmara, they need to win, and they are hungry for some kills.
Janmara was later hunted down by Tree Crew and was eliminated early yet again. These desperate measures cost Janmara their lives twice, and they received barely any points for early elimination, clearing the path for Raw Official to lift the trophy. Raw Official won the tournament with 3 chicken dinners and 280 points, while Janmara had to settle for second place at 260 points.
In the end, with a 20-point difference, Raw Official walking away with the victory, 280 points.
This rivalry between these two teams is what made the tournament so interesting to watch and was probably one of the most spiciest rivalries we have seen in the Nepal region in a long time. There were several other contenders that Raw Official had to fight against, such as DRS Gaming, Skylights Gaming, and sometimes even PN Crew, but none of them had to offer the level of intensity that Janmara brought to the table. That's the rollercoaster story of how Raw Official won the PUBG Mobile National Championship Nepal.